Hey everybody, this is Rich and you're with Beekeeping with Rich. So 2 weeks ago or so I had to take a small swarm out of a meter box and I grabbed a medium. I knew it was going to be a small swarm, so I grabbed a medium nuke, uh, top and a bottom, not a full bottom like this, but just a flat bottom, and a Man Lake rubber band. Popped on, actually a couple of them, popped it on there. I bought like 6 of these last time I was at Man Lake. This is NB405. They go in the catalog for $2 a piece. Right next to it they have nuke straps for $2.50 a piece, which is little straps, but again, nukes can be different thicknesses and everything. So at any rate, the idea behind these is that you put a nuke box together and you use one towards the front and one towards the back, and it keeps things from sliding around. Now if you watch different beekeepers on YouTube, some of them do things like put on a bottom and screw it on, okay, because nukes tend to slide around and you use them a lot out in the field. So this is what Man Lake does, is they have the rubber bands. Thing with these rubber bands is I bought like 6 of them. Day I went to use them the first time, I stretched one out to put it on, popped on me. And they don't last all that long, a couple of years at the most. This is the last of the 6, and it's been 2 years now. This one is still hanging in there. All the rest of them have failed. You really can't leave them out in the sun. Like you can't put the nuke down out in the apiary, leave that on there for very long. The sun degrades these really quick. In fact, mine lasts as long as I did because I kept them in the refrigerator. We have a back fridge, and when I wasn't using these rubber bands, I kept them in the refrigerator to extend their life as long as possible. However, there is a better idea on this one. It's one I came up with myself. Beekeeping isn't my only hobby. I also do what's called historical reenactment, uh, the Revolutionary War period and such. And those canvas tents that you use with all the ropes out, well, what tensions those ropes is something that is colloquially known as a dog bone, which is a piece of wood with 2 holes in it, and the ropes go through the holes and tension it up. And one day I got the bright idea to make dog bones for doing this. I use these for all kinds of things. Dog bone is simply you put 2 holes in it, you decide what the length for your piece is, and you put it on there, and when you need to shorten it up, all you do is do a single knot, and oh look, all of a sudden now you have something you can use on a nuke. And hey, if this isn't being used on a nuke, and you go for a picnic at the park, put your tablecloth on a picnic table at the park, well, that keeps the tablecloth from flying off. And any other number of things. Adjusted the correct way, these can be used for sleeping bags, keep everything tension tightened up. Your only limit on the number of different things you can do with these is your imagination. Now, I recommend 3/16 to 1/4 inch. I think this is 1/4 inch right here for these more flexible ones. Here's some 5/16 here, a little stronger. Do not use like your simple Harbor Freight bungee cord. The stuff is not that resistant to sunlight and everything else. Get marine grade bungee cord. You can buy it by the foot off of eBay. You can buy it in hanks of, like, this is 100 feet. This is probably a lifetime supply off of Amazon. Main thing is that it is very sun resistant. It's long lasting and strong, As you can see here, you can use all different sizes. And here's how difficult it is to make them. Pardon me?
What is that?
Well, this is a soldering iron. I happen to have a fancier one, but any Harbor Freight soldering iron for $5 or $6 works just as well. If you try to drill these corks, of course, are your cheap, well, they used to be cheap wine bottle. Nowadays, even good wines are coming with the plastic cork.
Drill the hole all the way through?
Yep.
You better say that.
Well, the hole's being drilled all the way through. Shouldn't have tried that. That's a little messy.
How do you clean that thing?
Well, in this case, I'll just take this and wipe it off. So, anywho, as soon as my wife saw what I was going to do here, she says, "Oh, I want some more pieces for my picnic tables." I'm sticking it through from one side, making a knot. This one goes that way, the other one goes the other way. And there you have it. Big enough to use for your picnic table. Now it's about the right size to snug up a sleeping bag or something else. And about right there will do a nuc. You can use these kayaking. Whatever you want. They're stronger than rubber bands. They're less likely to suddenly snap. I mean, look what pulling this a little bit back wound the whole thing around itself. The chances of that snapping because you simply reached out and grabbed the nuc and dragged it across the bed of a pickup truck, and this snaps in the middle of the process. It's kind of an oops moment. Your imagination is the only limit on all the different things you can do with this. This is one of those things that happens to be a beekeeping idea, but it's also an idea for all kinds of other things as well. You know, you can make use of this. You can amaze your friends by showing up with a few of these to whatever you're going to be doing. And you know what? Bottom line, you could make one like this, snugged up, and use it on the cuff of your bee jacket when the elastic on your bee jacket wears out. One's done like this with them both on the same side. I don't find quite as useful overall, but it would be for the bee jacket if you wanted to use something like that. And the whole thing is that you completely control the process. Or to blouse your pants. Yeah. I mean, they sell these straps and Velcro and all that for blousing your pants. But again, you can put something like this on, nice and big like that, and once you get it on there easily, you just pull it in tight. Bloop. Easier to get on and off. So that's it. Not every bee video is 30 minutes. But this is a simple little trick. It happened to come up the other day that I needed to use a couple of these. I always have 3 or 4 of them in my truck because I always keep a little bag of small pieces of rope, little bungee cords and things like that. And I had to grab one of these to use when I was doing that little removal the other day because I started out with 2 of the rubber bands and I ended up with 1 of them. So that's it. This is Rich. This is Beekeeping with Rich. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.